I'm Martha Simonson. The history of cloning is actually a fairly recent one, as it is just sort of come to light over recent years. Cloning can occur naturally in nature with bacteria. There are three different types of cloning: gene cloning, reproductive cloning, and therapeutic cloning. Gene cloning copies genes. Reproductive cloning copies the whole animal, and then therapeutic cloning copies embryonic stem cells. Herbert W. Boyer and Stanley N. Cohen invented recombination DNA technology, which started the biotech industry as we know it. Recombination DNA, also known as rDNA, is the way in which a genetic material from one organism is introduced into another organism.
I'm Mackenzie Lambden, and I'm doing How Does This Affect the World? Cloning would be really helpful for infertile parents because they could actually clone the sex cells and give them a really good reproductive option. It'd also be really, really helpful for people that need organ transplants. Being able to clone organs or anything necessary, like blind people need eyes, we could clone eyes. People that need hearts, we could clone hearts. It would get a lot of people off these wait lists for these vital organs and stuff like that, because they're dying when they need them, and these wait lists are years long, and a lot of them end up passing before they even get these organs that they need and these transplants. So if we could clone these body parts and organs and stuff like that, it would really, really save a lot of lives.
Hello, I'm Dominic, and I'm going to be talking about the local and regional effects of human cloning. Human cloning could help against disease, which could increase hospital space for many injured patients. And it can also help heal injuries faster, like from car accidents and sports, by being able to clone human cells and human DNA in that sense.
What problems coincide with your debate topic, and are there any solutions? Problems that coincide are the fact that if you clone too many people, overpopulation could happen. So in order to stop that from happening, there would have to be laws in place on the amount of organs that people that were cloned.
If humans were being cloned, the natural rate of growth would increase and could jeopardize our society and the way we function. We would have to be extremely careful on the amount of people that were able to be cloned and what could be cloned, because if our population grew too much and too fast, it could eventually cause destruction in our world. If cloning causes cancer in somatic cells, scientists can fix this by increasing their research on topics and discover a way to reduce the chance of cancer when cloning.
Policies and lawsuits of human cloning. Right now, there are 8 states that have banned human cloning: Arizona, Arkansas, Indiana, Michigan, North Dakota, Oklahoma, South Dakota, and Virginia. 4 states have prohibited state funding of human cloning, that being Arizona, Indiana, Louisiana, and Michigan. There is no direct federal law to ban human cloning, but there are indirect limitations. Federal law, however, prohibits any patents regarding human organisms, but this is very poorly enforced, and patents have been made regarding human embryonic stem cells.
For genetics and society, 80 to 90% of people have consistently opposed the legislation of cloning. However, without considering the large popularity of people who don't entirely know the effects of cloning, those statistics might not be entirely true. With a little bit of more knowledge and understanding, people can realize the huge benefits that cloning can bring to the world and how it can provide humanity with more and more newfound knowledge. Some might say that cloning is unethical, but is it really? If you are recreating a heart for a patient who desperately needs an organ, is that really unethical? If they would die without that organ, is that really bad? You tell me.